So a number of you have asked about how do I get sounds to show up on my to the sound folder. This is a good site in terms of that they have a lot of clips that are probably going to be short. And just looking at them, and some of them may not be school appropriate, so don't use those ones. Uh, but there's a whole bunch that are there. Um, So if I wanted to find the Michael Scott, it's definitely going to be a good choice if you're looking at a particular scoot, but Scott. So my solution was, I want to look for Michael Scott. Here are a whole host of different clips from Michael Scott. So here is the All Right Troops clip. You get the general idea on that. And so what I'm going to do is I already did a bunch of Michael Scott stuff. So I'm going to shift gears and do college football fight songs. But here are some. I thought there was, maybe it has to be plural to get more. Um, huh. It was. There's a whole. I just did it minutes ago. Uh, And alrighty, well, yeah. So what's wrong with the Ivy League? Uh, Not a dang thing. So here are some different clips, and so here's some from Harvard, and so here's the Harvard fight song, and I could listen to that whole thing. That looks great. Let's say that's the one I wanted for my. That's the one I want to download. I'm going to click on this link, and there's an awful lot of clickbait here, just so you know. Interestingly, the play and the stop button are very, very small. This guy here next to the link, this is the download. And so this is where I'm going to click and prove that I'm not a robot. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for bicycles. So there's a bike, and there's a bike, and there's a bike, and there's a bike. And that looks sort of like a bike. And more bikes. That's a bike too. So I've proven that it is. I'm not a robot. There it is. It's an MP3 that looks great. I'm going to right click on that, and probably a good idea to save that. So I'm going to rename it as just call it Harvard. And then you're going to want to make sure that that gets moved into your sounds folder. All right. So if you're struggling to where to go, 101 Soundboards has an awful lot of stuff that you can definitely use. All right. And so another way to go about this is you can go to YouTube and get a video and then convert that to a sound file. So an MP3 is what we're looking for. An M4A is also going to work. I've discovered. Somebody asked a question about that, and I tested it. Yes, an M4A file will work as well. So here's a thing that's on snowboarding. So talk like a snowboarder. Here's what the clip is.
I'm just making it up on the fly. No, I'm kidding. The way that you talk about or describe tricks sounds like a different language. I mean, if you didn't know snowboarding, you'd be like, that guy has demons in him and is speaking in tongues, and we need to get rid of those demons. But I'm just saying, very, very universal language to people that snowboard.
Because there are some words like steezy. What does that mean? I have no idea. I never learned that one in school.
I mean, you're not going to learn it in school, but I think steezy, the best way to represent or to describe steezy is somebody that's relaxed, somebody that's got a lot of style. They're very steezy.
How about yard sale?
Yard sale.
So that looks great. Now, admittedly, this is a long clip. This is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's probably longer than we want to play. You can edit it down once you get it, but I'm going to show you how to get the clip. That's the more important thing. So I'm going to copy the URL that's going to this to the YouTube, You go to this website here, YouTube to MP3.cs, SC, sorry, YouTube to MP3.sc. You're going to put in the URL that is going to that clip. There's a lot of clickbait on this guy. You want to click the black buttons. Don't click the green ones. Don't click the red ones. That's going to take you to a bad spot. There's going to be some pop-ups that will come. Don't click on those ones either. So I concede it's a little sketch, but it will work if you click on the black button. So I clicked on the convert, and it's going to notice that it is converting it, but it's popping up with a redirect as well. So here is the main one. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so it's going to take a little while for that to happen. I'm halfway done. You may get something like this. This is it's still loading here too. This is a pop-up that is going in and saying, "Oh, your computer's infected with a virus." It's not. You can just X out of that. So then once it's the blue bar has gone all the way across, it's the same thing happens. I think this editor could work. Well, let's try it out. So I haven't tested this. This is kind of on the fly. There it is. Yeah, so here you go. So this is a good thing. So this is a 2 minute and 30 second clip. This first part, I think they're just sort of chit-chatting along, and then they talk about other things. So here's.
I mean, you're not going to learn it in school, but I think Steezy, the best way to represent or to describe Steezy.
So maybe I just want the part that's going to be on Steezy. I'll back it up a little bit.
I'm just saying, very, very universal language to people that snowboard.
There are some words like steezy.
So maybe that's kind of what I want. And now, so I have that. I've cut off the first part. And the next thing, now I'm going to cut off the back end of it too. So I'm not sure where I want it to stop. There's the discussion about Steezy.
And we need to get rid of those demons. But I'm just saying, very, very universal language to people that snowboard.
Because there are some words like.
There, that's where I wanted to. So I'm going to, anyway.
Get rid of those demons. But I'm just saying, very, very universal language to people that snowboard.
Because there are some words like steezy. What does that mean? I have no idea. I never learned that one in school.
I mean, you're not going to learn it in school, but I think Steezy, the best way to represent or to describe, get rid of those demons. But I'm just saying, very, very.
Because there are some words like steezy.
There we go. So I got the starting point in the right spot, and now here is the end. Sorry for that. This is taking a little bit longer.
But I think Steezy, the best way to represent or to describe Steezy is somebody that's relaxed, somebody that's got a lot of style. They're very steezy.
How about yard sale?
Okay. So that looks about right. And okay, I'm finished. And now I'm ready to download. So I said black. After, if you've done an edit, you're going to click on the green button, and that's going to now download that file. Notice that it's, again, there's another pop-up that's happening. Definitely do not give the notifications here. All right, that's interesting. So I'm gonna have to block it and X out of this. So that's a bad thing. This too is I can get out of this, and it has actually downloaded. So just watch out for the clickbait. How to talk like a dude is a snowboarder is the name of the file. I would to rename that. Maybe I'm going to rename that as snowboarder. There's probably a better name than that. I'm going to put that in my sounds, and there we go. All right. And so now I've got in my sounds folder the Dwight, Jim, Michael, Pam. Those are the ones that I'm actually using. Here's a M4A file that is working correctly, and here's the snowboarder. Here's the Harvard marching band as well. Right. So those are ways that you can add image, add sound to your folder. Just make sure too that in your website folder you create a whole separate folder for that. So I've got an image folder for my images. I have a separate folder for my sounds. All right, there you go.